All the hard work he has been putting in has not gone unnoticed. It has attracted the attention of one of the team's top players, who knows the importance of helping teammates take that next step.
Let's go! Cowboy 80! Ready, ready?
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last night I hit the road, and it was hot. I said, man, point at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when King and Candy, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. You were hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I need to know, yeah, is that your man? I'ma play my very best for you. She said I have a proposition. Every red they want to take me home tonight. I said what's that? I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to glow. That's your man, hey, 'cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician, and if you really want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say, make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in over, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with you, baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trees. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with you, baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Baby, I could cry. Can I fall in your arms and just fly? When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed.
Because we get it on with every day and every night. Hear this platinum thing right here? We're doing it all the time. So you better get some better beats and get some better rhymes. We got the game set, so don't come.
With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the frog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys hold their own, 6-2 over their last 8. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Okay, ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 4. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. The Dolphins sit 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot save. Milton Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Operating from the gun, Brown. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Miami set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mills. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brown. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now Brown only lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Looking to throw. Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He found Tyreek Hill with a touchdown pass on the previous drive, and they start here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Brown. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mills. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Brown now. Off play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now Brown. Throwing to start the drive. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 6. Off play action. Brown. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Brown. Now they'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. Brown. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. The tackle with a pickup of 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Dolphins, 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down. Dolphins.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Patriots' 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis.
Dolphins 19, Patriots 7.
We get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brown. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That one complete to Hill. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Brown off the play fake. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Brown. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Here's Brown from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Were you surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing it all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. Brown now. Off play action. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26.
Operating from the gun, Brown. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Dolphins. First down. First and goal, Miami.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brown. He'll dump this off to Achane. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Brown. Throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Second and 6.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Brown from the gun, he'll throw.
With the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 29 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. First down, Miami.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and
10. Operating from the gun. Brown. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Brown. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Brown. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline. Right?
Sammy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for Miami, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New England, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
The Dolphins game is over, but his work isn't done yet. There's been a lot of external talk about this team, and it's finally time that the players are asked about it.